Davis trying to kick that squibber and almost kicked it out of bounds, but Williams picked it up and was run out of bounds at the 28 of Green Bay. So the Packers will have time for one play. 49ers are going into that deep defense, putting an extra back in there. Fuller going into the extra back to try to prevent the Packers from hitting on a long bomb. They hand instead to Grabowski. Goes to the 40 to the 45-yard line, and there's the gun foul. And Jerry Kramer will be doing the kicking. He will kick with the wind at his back. Taking a little time getting this second half underway, I'll say that. Kramer, ready to go now. And here is his kick. It's a line drive kick to Daniels, a yard deep, comes out with it, up to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, hit at the 20, and down he goes at the 20-yard line. Tackled at the 20 by Bill Luck and Chuck Mercine, and it will be a first and 10 for the 49ers at their own 20. They went 89 yards for their touchdown at the end of the first half, did the 49ers. And now they start out at their 20, going in the same direction they did at the end of the first half. Witcher comes out to the near side, McNeil flanked to the far side, Crow at tight end, Willard and Lewis the backs behind Brody. First and 10, San Francisco. Brody back to pass on first down. Looks, throws, incomplete. Boy, Herb Adderley moved up to try to intercept that sideline pass. McNeil couldn't hold on to it. Adderley missed it. McNeil going to the sidelines at the 25 couldn't hold it. So Adderley trying to pick that one off, and had he picked it off, there was nobody to stop him. But he missed it, and so did McNeil. So it'll be second and 10. Minnesota has already been beaten by the Rams today. In fact, crunched by the Rams. And so the Packers, who are leading 10-7, can take over first place in the Central Division if they win today. Second down. And now, 49ers move. The Packers jump offside. The still legal procedure against the 49ers. 5-yard penalty moves the 15. It's always nice to see them start that, because it's happened so many times to the 49ers this year that when things start looking like they're going, they start getting called for illegal procedure penalties and motion penalties. It is second and 15 from the 15. Brody with a McNeil to the far side, Witcher to the near side. John hands on a draw to Willard. He gets up to the 20-yard line, dragging Caffey with him, and Nitschke is also in there, along with Robinson, the 3 linebackers, stopping him at the 21. It's a 6-yard gain. It'll be third down and 9.
Third and 9.
Third and 9 for the 49ers at their own 21. Steve Spurrier is practicing. He's punting on the sideline. Taking snap from Forrest Blue. Brody back to pass. Big rush. He throws. It is incomplete, almost intercepted by Adderley, intended for Witcher. And Adderley and Wood and Robinson were all there, and Nitschke, they really had Witcher surrounded. It'll be a situation Steve Spurrier will have to punt into the wind with Wood and Brown, the deep men for the Packers. Spurrier back in punt formation. Brown, the short man, at midfield, and Wood standing back at his own 40. Spurrier gets a good pass from center. Gets a low kick away into the wind. Going to bound past Brown, moves the 49-yard line of the Packers. Touchdown there. Fans were sort of oohing and awing by that kick, but it's about as good as you can do, really, against the wind. Now look at the scoreboard with 13:33 remaining in the third quarter. The Packers 10, the 49ers 7.
When you see the players hit the field, they all look good. But as the game goes on, you single out the one who's really saying something. The one that moves just right, knows what to do, and can really put it out. Well, the same is true of cars, and when you look at the 69s, there's only one that comes out that way. The great new Chrysler. If excellence means a lot to you, then you know that just got to be your next car. From the longer, sleeker fuselage styling down to a brand-new version of the Chrysler engineering tradition, Chrysler breathes greatness. It was unbeatable last year, and they've redesigned it to make it even better. More legroom is one way, more knee room, more shoulder room, so you get the most luxurious ride ever. Standard luxuries, like the big 440 cubic inch V8 in the 300 and New Yorker, concealed windshield wipers that come out and even get that hard-to-reach area on the lower corner. Cars, just like a football player, it's got to keep improving itself to stay on top. Well, the unbeatable Chrysler has done that. See your Northern California Chrysler dealer. Take a great new Chrysler out for a test drive. You'll see what I mean when I say greatness.
Zeke Bratkowski quarterbacks the Packers as they start from their own 49, 1st and 10. The give to Donnie Anderson, knocked off his feet by Charlie Kruger as he gets across midfield to about the 48-yard line of the 49ers. Just inside the 49, so it will be about a 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8. 2nd and 8 for Green Bay. The Packers lead 10-7. We're just underway with the second half. As Carroll Dale comes out wide at the near side of the flanker. The ends, Dowler and Fleming in tight. Quick count. Bratkowski back to pass. Throws over the middle. Incomplete. Randolph got a hand on it. Couldn't hold it. In pass intended for Fleming. It was behind Fleming, the tight end, and it'll be a 3rd down situation. 49ers had a blitz on again that time, but didn't get to Bratkowski. Might have forced him into making a bad throw, however, as they threw the ball behind the tight end. Fleming. Now it's going to be a little difficult on the receivers looking back towards the quarterback because they're going to be looking back into the sun here over the rim of the stadium. Dale comes out wide to the near side. Jim Johnson to cover him. Dowler to the left. 3rd down and 8. Back to pass Bratkowski. They've got him, and down he goes back at the 40. Matt Hazeltine and Stan Heinman. It was as Bratkowski turned around, all he saw was number 55. As Hazeltine came sailing in on him, and Heinman came in from the other side to drop him back at the 42 of the Packers, where it will be 4th down, and the Packers are forced to punt. 49ers threw the quarterback for losses 3 times in the first half. 2 yards. Mean that the Packers had no yardage gain from passing net yardage. Here's Donnie Anderson to kick. He gets an end-over-end kick again. A boomer to Fuller, makes the catch at the 20, tries to come back up the middle, can't get any place, only about to the 22-yard line. As he was hit as he caught the ball. Stopped by Bob Hyland. A timeout on the field. A look at the scoreboard with 12:26 remaining in the 3rd quarter. The 49ers 7, the Green Bay Packers 10.
You know, listening to a pro football game is great and exciting, but nothing compares to really getting out there and seeing it for yourself. Just the same way how great the unbeatable new 69 Plymouths are, but you've just got to see them for yourself. Like the super hot GTX. Car Life magazine chose it as one of 68's top 10, and they were including the imports too, which makes it the top 10 in the world. Well, GTX is back tougher than ever, but you've just got to see it for yourself. And the all-new Fury 3, until you get into one, you won't know what I mean by really new and really exciting. You've got to see it. Or the Wild Roadrunner, unbeatable in 68. Now it's back with a convertible Model 2, so you can wave to the slowpokes as you go by. But like I say, fans, nothing beats seeing it with your own 2 eyes. So hustle down to your Northern California Plymouth dealer and pick up on the 69 Unbeatables. Once you see them and drive them, you'll know how only Plymouth was able to beat its own Unbeatables. See them soon, you hear me?
49ers 1st and 10, 22-yard line. Brody at quarterback. Willard and Lewis behind him. The give is to Willard. Tries to get the outside. Caffey knocked him off his feet, and then he's fallen on by Aldridge. He gets up to about the 24-yard line. Aldridge and Nitschke. It was Caffey who bounced him off his feet and put it at the 23. 49ers trail 10-7. 12 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. McNeil goes out wide to the far side with Adderley to cover him. Witcher splits to the near side with Rouser covering him. Brody back to pass. Throws a swing out to Willard. They're waiting for him. He tries to come back to the near side, and he gets to the 25-yard line. Elmer Collette had his back turned to the defense. Had he turned around, he'd have been able to give Willard a block, but he was running right straight back at Ken Willard. Changed his mind about blocking him, I guess, but Willard got to the 25 where he was knocked down. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
That's one of the problems. When you're running with the ball and you're changing direction or going across field, you go on a sweep and cut back across. You run into your own men, and they don't know which way you're going to go. And the best thing, and I used to tell the 49ers, the teams I played with, and Joe Perry, just stop.
3rd down. Back to pass Brody. Looks, throws the swing out here to Lewis. Lewis has it at the 20. Tries to get away. Cuts back. Is going to be bounced off his feet. Keeps his feet. Gets away from another man. Gets the block. Stick gets away from another man. Pulls free from another. Is not making yardage. Gets back to the 24. There's a penalty flag. Dropped at the 20. Lewis was doing some fantastic running and not getting any yardage. But there's a penalty flag. Dropped back at the 20. Let's see what the call will be. Lewis got to the 23. It will be 4th down. I believe the penalty will be against the 49ers. It's a clipping penalty against San Francisco. So the 49ers will be forced to punt on 4th down. Lewis did an awful lot of running, but all behind the line of scrimmage.
Actually, he did a fantastic job of running. It's a shame that with that type of effort, you can't get turned upfield to really put it to some real good use. But he was just trying to get out of trouble, and at least he didn't lose too many yards.
Spurrier to do the punting. Gets a kick away into the wind, waiting for Willie Wood. Signals for a fair catch at the Green Bay 44-yard line. So a good kick by Spurrier into the wind, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Green Bay at its own 44.
34-yard kick to the scrimmage, no return. Ball to 44.
49ers trailing 10 Packers with 10:46 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Take over. Bratkowski at quarterback again has Anderson and Grabowski the backs behind him. Dale to the far side of the flanker. Dowler split to the near side. Bratkowski back to pass. They try to rush him. He throws. Completes it to Carroll Dale. Knocked off his feet at the 44-yard line of the 49ers by Kermit Alexander. So it'll be a 1st down for Green Bay at the 49ers 44.
1st down.
Couldn't quite get to Bratkowski that time, and he got the ball to Dowler for the 1st down at San Francisco's 44. Dale comes out to the near side now with Johnson to cover him. Dowler to the far side. The give is to Anderson. Breaks through a hole, knocked off his feet by Phillips as he crosses the 40-yard line to the 39. 5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Mel Phillips from his safety position making the tackle on Donnie Anderson. It's 2nd down and 5 situation. The Packers lead 10-7. 9 minutes, 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Green Bay sends Dowler out wide to the left. Has a split end, and Dale flanked to the near side. Bratkowski to Grabowski. Cuts in, hit by Ed Beard. Gets a couple of yards as he pulled forward. Before Beard could get some help from Belk and Heineman, the ball is at the 36, just outside the 30. So it'll be 3rd down and about 2.5, not quite 3 yards to go. Green Bay in 49er territory. Dowler goes wide to the left again. Alexander to cover him, and Carroll Dale comes out to the near side. Anderson and Grabowski, the backs behind Bratkowski. Bratkowski to Anderson. Has the 1st down as he breaks tackles and may go for the touchdown. He breaks some more. He's necktied by Wilcox, finally down at the about the 19-yard line. Donnie Anderson broke through 3 tackles that time and goes to the 18-yard line before Wilcox got him around the neck and dropped him. It's 1st and 10 for Green Bay. Boy, Anderson did some great running there. Either that or the 49ers did some poor tackling. It depends on which side of the fence you're on. Carroll Dale flanks out to the near side. Dowler split left. Back to pass, Bratkowski. He is hit as he throws. It's incomplete. Intended for Fleming. 49ers got good pressure in there, and the ball was over Fleming's head. So it'll be second down and 10. Elijah Pitts comes in, replacing Donnie Anderson. As Bradkowski turned around that time, he ran into Anderson. It sort of ruined his timing, and there's closed in on him, and he finally threw too high for Fleming. The ball at the 49ers 18. It's second down and 10 for Green Bay. Packers in front 10-7. Dowler to the far side, Dale to the near side. The 49ers bounce around again. Back to pass goes Bradkowski. He steps up. He's going to run. He's missed. He cuts back at the 15. Missed by another man at the 15. He goes to the 11. Knocked down by Randolph. 49ers had him in trouble again, but let him get free, and he was really missed by the first man coming up. Then Randolph finally knocked him off his feet at the 11, so he picked up good yardage. It'll be third down and about 3. Well, they had him that time, and the 49ers filtered through again, but Bradkowski got free to pick up good yardage. It'll be third down and 3. Dale goes to the far side as a flanker. Dowler split to the near side. Pitts and Grabowski, the back behind. The quarterback gives to Grabowski. Has the first down, I believe, at about the 8-yard line. Hit by Phillips. But I'm sure he has the first down. Jim Johnson and Boyd Dowler having words. Going to measure to see if he got the first down. They did not get him all the way to the 8-yard line. It is the first down. It'll be first and goal for the Packers. Just the 8. First and goal, the Packers. Then the ball is placed right on the 8-yard line. Carroll Dale goes wide to the left, way out there with Alexander to cover him. Grabowski and Pitts, the backs behind Bradkowski. They give to Pitts. Cuts in. He is down to the 1-yard line before Beard can get him. Pitts finding a hole and got through there as they sort of wedged between two of the 49er defenders, and he runs it to the 1-yard line before Ed Beard could make the tackle. So it's second and goal for the Packers, who lead 10-7, and they're threatening to make it a bigger lead. And they have it second and goal from the 1-yard line. End split. As Grabowski and Pitts at the back. Grabowski has it, and let's see, did he get the touchdown? No signal. It is. Touchdown, Green Bay. So Grabowski takes it in, and the Packers have extended their lead here. It will be Mike Mercer to try for the extra point. Out of the hole to Bradkowski. Placed down, kick, and it's good. So the Packers have taken a 10-point lead once again at 17-7. We'll pause for station identification. This is the Golden West Radio Network.
This is Carter East.
On the last score, with Grabowski going over for the touchdown, Fuzzy Thurston, who plays left guard for the, Gillingham, who is playing left guard for the Green Bay Packers, really did a marvelous job on Roland Lakes and moving him out to make the hole possible for Grabowski to go through. And as the ball snapped, I was watching Kramer also. Kramer made good contact. Kruger pushed him back a little bit, but the ground was a little bit heavy down there, and Kramer's feet were kind of slipping. But as the ball was snapped, it's really great to watch the Green Bay offensive line as they charge in that close quarter or short yardage situation, and when the chips are really down going for the score. They really went off on that ball. And Gillingham just did a great job on Roland Lakes and letting Grabowski go over him for the touchdown.
Kramer will kick off. 6:04 remaining in the third quarter. The Packers 17, the 49ers 7. Here's Kramer's kick. He boots it high and deep. Cunningham 8 yards deep, will not run it out. The 49ers will put it in play at their own 20. That'll be 1st and 10, San Francisco. 49ers trailing 17-7. Got some work to do here. They're to get back in the ball game. They scored the final 2 minutes of the first half on a drive that took up the final 2 minutes. They finally scored with 5 seconds remaining to make it a 10-7 Packer lead. But Green Bay has added 7 points. Here comes to the wrong side. Now goes to the far side to split. Outside Dick Witcher with McNeil flanked to the near side. Willard's alone back behind Brody. John back to pass. He's in trouble. He throws out here. It's going to be, no, it's incomplete. Caffey almost intercepted as he went up in the air. It was intended for John David Crow. Double coverage, Caffey and Willie Wood. And the pass went incomplete, so it'll be 2nd and 10. Brody just got rid of that ball before Willie Davis got to it. So it's 2nd down and 10. The ball comes back to the 20. The Packers overpowering the 49ers at the moment. Willie Wood talking to the officials about something. It's a 2nd down and 10 situation. Lewis and Willard split. Now Willard moves over directly behind Brody. John back to pass. He looks. He throws to the sidelines. McNeil can't get it. And it'll be a 3rd and 10 situation. Boy, I don't know how they do it, but those linebackers for the Packers really get in position. On the sideline patterns, there are 2 men on the 49er receiver every time. That time Robinson and Adderley were over there. The last time over here on this side to Crow, it was Caffey and Willie Wood. So they have 2 men available all the time. Maybe they're playing with 22.
Well, Robinson has real fine speed. Caffey is just a smart football player, something like Matt Hazeltine. Not great speed, but the ball snap, he knows what his assignments are, and he knows how to read his keys quickly. Robinson might make a few more errors, but has great speed for a linebacker to recover to make up for them.
3rd and 10. Back to pass Brody. He throws it over the middle, completes it to Lewis. Lewis trying to get the 1st down yardage, is bumping towards the 30, get to the 30-yard line, pulled down at about the 29. So it'll be 4th down. The 49ers are forced to give it up again.
4th down.
Gary Lewis trying to go for the 10 yards, got 9 of them. So it will be a 4th down situation with Spurrier in to do the punting. 5:15 remaining here in the 3rd period. The 49ers trail 17-7. Wood and Brown are the deep men waiting for Spurrier's kick. Gets the pass from center. Gets the kick away. Off to the near side. If he gets a good bounce, it'll be all right. It rolls down to the 35. Inside the 35 to the 34-yard line of the Packers, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Green Bay. Timeout on the field. Look at the scoreboard with 4:54 remaining in the 3rd quarter. The 49ers 7, the Green Bay Packers 17.
You know, you see some really fine football players in this league. Some of them fade out, and some of them go on to true greatness. One of the things that makes the difference is attitude. To be great, a player who's good can't let up. He's got to be continually improving himself, getting better. The same is true in cars, like the one that should be your next car, the great new Chrysler. They had a winner in '68, a beautiful car, and now in '69 it's all new and even better. With a longer, sleeker fuselage styling, an all-new version of the great tradition of fine Chrysler engineering, and more luxury. More leg room for extra comfort, more knee room, more shoulder room, too. Those Chrysler people think of everything. Concealed windshield wipers that are specially built to even get that hard-to-reach lower corner of your windshield for added vision. Plus a big 440 cubic inch V8 in the 300 to New Yorker, and a host of options to make Chrysler the safest, greatest car on the road. Like I said, a car and Star have to do the same thing to stay on top. Keep putting out the best year after year. Chrysler has done it again. See your Northern California Chrysler dealer today.
The Green Bay Packers have it 1st and 10 at their own 34. Anderson and Grabowski, the backs behind Bradkowski, if you'll believe that. Dowler to the near side, a quick pitch out to Grabowski. Good blocking in front of him. Cuts in, goes across the 45 to the 50, and knocked down at the 50-yard line. Matt Hazeltine caught him from behind. Charlie Kruger limping. There will be a 1st and 10 for Green Bay at the 49ers 49. Boy, they really got the blocking out in front of them that time.
17.
First and 10 for Green Bay at the 49ers 49. They give to Anderson, knocked down by Kruger, who bumped the blocker into him, and then he was fallen on by a couple of other of the 49ers as he got to about the 47. Kevin Hardy comes in replacing Charlie Kruger. For the ball at the 47 of the 49ers, a 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 8. Kruger's done a great job in there for the 49ers today, and Kevin Hardy takes over for him at left tackle. Second down situation. Back to pass goes Bratkowski. He has time. Throws over the middle. Completes it to Boyd Dollar, who slips out of the grasp of Phillips, but falls down as he does at the 34-yard line. Maybe the 33, where it'll be 1st and 10. So it's 1st and 10 for Green Bay, as they have taken control of the game here in the third quarter, lead 17-7, have it first down at San Francisco's 33. Dale goes out wide to the left as the flanker. Dowler is split to the near side. Bratkowski pitches out to Grabowski, and he's caught from behind by Roland Lakes. Randolph did a great job, and Lakes caught him from behind to throw him for a loss back at the 37-yard line. Charlie Kruger comes back in to replace Kevin Hardy. Boy, Randolph did a good job of belting the interference, and then Lakes, as Grabowski had to slow down, came on to make the tackle. Hardy comes out, and it will be 2nd down and 14. Second down situation. So Mike Mercer kicked another field goal to make it 20-7. And the 49ers will receive the kickoff. Hugh?
Of course, this has been one of the problems of the San Francisco 49ers this year is their kicking game. To explain there might be some criticism towards Steve Spurrier kicking against the wind. There's only one way that you can survive in the pros kicking against the wind. You got to try and keep the ball low and keep it away from the receivers. And on the last punt, he got his foot into the ball real well. He kicked it to the left, away from the receivers. The receiver didn't have an opportunity to get to the ball to make a fair catch. He got a good bounce and therefore put the Green Bay Packers not deep in their own territory, but gave the 49ers position on the field, and they had before. Kicking against the wind, as I'm saying, kicking against the wind, a punter must keep the ball low, and that's the only chance that you have to get any distance. But then the pressure is on your lineman to get downfield fast enough to cover the punt. And as I was going to say, that the 49ers' biggest problem this year has been their field goal kicking, which they have really fallen down, have missed many scoring opportunities, and the difference most likely in this ball game is just that itself.
Jerry Kramer to kick off. Cunningham and Daniels wait. A line drive kick. And it's going to go into the end zone. Cunningham fields it there, and the 49ers will put the ball in play at their own 20. Your Northern California Plymouth dealers have got a surprise for you with all the new Fury 3, with the all-new Fury 3. Check it out and see what Plymouth's up to now. 49ers trailing 20-7. Have it 1st and 10 with 1:58 remaining in the third quarter. 80 yards away at their own 20. Brody with Woolard and Lewis in the backfield behind him. Fakes back to pass. He looks. He throws out here for Witcher. He's there. Makes the catch. Good move by Witcher, and he's wrestled out of bounds across the 40 at the 43-yard line of the 49ers. Witcher made a good move, and Brody hit him just as he made his turn back to the sidelines. It'll be a 1st and 10 San Francisco.
That was a deep sideline pattern by Dick Witcher, where he came down the field, kind of gave a stutter, and then put it on, gave a good head and shoulder fake to the inside, and broke it off sharply to the sideline. But the great part about it, Brody threw the ball as Dick Witcher was faking to the inside. He threw to an area where he thought Witcher would be.
1st and 10. Brody to Woolard. There's no hole, but he bounces. Almost got by Cap. He couldn't do it, though. Gets to the 45. And that's all. 2-yard gain. It'll be second down and 8. 20-7, the Packers lead. 1 minute and 35 left in the third quarter. Mosley over the ball as McNeil goes out wide to the far side as the flanker. Crow is the tight end. Near side, quick count. Brody to McNeil. He makes the catch, and Adderley really undresses him up at the 48-yard line. So it will be a third down situation, and with about 4 yards to go.
I might add, Brody's showing an awful lot of courage throwing that football on those short sidelines to McNeil on the side of Herb Adderley. This is Herb's probably one of his biggest feats and attributes to this game of football is picking off these short sideline patterns or 10 to 12-yard sideline patterns. He looks for those and he just picks them off, and when you pick one of those off, he's gone. That's 6 points.
Third down, a little over 4 yards to go for the 49ers to their own 48. Steve Spurrier will go in front now with the fourth down situation as Willie Wood and Tom Brown are the deep man. Boy, Witcher broke that when he got out in front. But Brody's pass was just too long for him. Spurrier waiting for the pass from center. Gets a good pass. Takes his time and gets a dandy kick into the wind. Wood goes back to the 10 to the 9-yard line. Fakes to the sideline, getting some blocking. Is knocked down as he gets to about the 21-yard line. It was Bob Windsor who made the tackle at the 21. It'll be first and 10 for the Packers with 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Green Bay 20, the 49ers 7. Minnesota has been defeated by the Rams, so if the Packers hold this lead, they will take over first place in the Central Division. The Rams beat Minnesota 31-3, Baltimore 44, Atlanta nothing, Cleveland 45, New York 10, Chicago 23, New Orleans 17, St. Louis 20, Pittsburgh 10. And there's the gun sounding the end of the third quarter. A look at the scoreboard shows the Green Bay Packers to the outside, cuts in at the 20, hit by Wilcox at about the 23-yard line, and gets himself 3 yards where it'll be second and 7.
Jim Johnson and Wilcox take the tackle.
Chuck Mercine, I believe I said Mike Mercine. It's Mike Mercer and Chuck Mercine. And it's Chuck Mercine who's in there in the backfield now with Elijah Pitt. Second down. 7 for the Packers from their own 23. Back to pass goes Bratkowski. He throws over the middle. Incomplete. A one-hopper intended for Pitts. Pitts is claiming that Dave Wilcox interfered with him, and he might be right. But there's no penalty call. So it will be a third down and 7 situation. Third and 7 for Green Bay. Sorry about that, sports fan. Carroll Dale is now split out to the near side. He's the flanker out here, and Dowler split right. Bratkowski straight back to pass. They try to rush him. He rolls out. He looks. He throws out here. It's intercepted by Alexander at the 40. He's to the 35, to the 30, to the 25. Knocked off his feet by Bratkowski. Alexander made a great catch as he went high in the air to spear that one. Bratkowski is shaken up after making the tackle on Alexander. The 49ers have it inside the 24. Bratkowski had to roll away from pressure as he threw over the middle. Kermit Alexander cut in front of the receiver, went high in the air to make the catch. Runs it inside the 24. It's first and 10 49ers. Bill Tucker and Clem Daniels are the backs behind Brody now. Witcher split to the left. McNeil flanked to the near side. Valentine, Heineman, and Hardy all in there to make the tackle. They ganged up on him, stop him at the 19. Hardy is playing there and plays at Roland Lake, the defensive right tackle. The ball is placed at the 19. It's a loss of 1. It is 2nd and 11. Second down 11 for Green Bay at its own 19. Packers lead 20-14. 11:54 remaining in the fourth period. Bratkowski sends Carroll Dale flanked wide to the far side. Dowler split to the near side. Back he goes to pass. He steps up. He lays it off out here to Grabowski. Tackled immediately by Jim Johnson at the 20-yard line. And it's a gain of just a yard. Maybe they give him to the 21. So it'll be 3rd down and 9, a 2-yard gain. Third and 9 for Green Bay. Dale out to the near side with Alexander to cover him. Dowler to the far side. 3rd down situation and 9 for the Packers. Bratkowski back to pass he goes. Straight back. Has time. He's in trouble now. He tries to run. Down he goes. His feet knocked out from under him by Heineman and Kruger back at the 17. Great pass coverage downfield.
Great pass coverage, a great rush by the 49ers. Now the tide is turned where the Green Bay Packers will be kicking against the wind with Donnie Anderson doing the punting. Now we'll see what the strategy is and see if he gets a good punt or a bad punt. He's smart to keep it low, as I said before, with Kermit Alexander's playing short and Fuller's playing deep.
Left-footed kicker, Anderson, waiting for the pass from center. Gets the good pass, takes his time, gets the kick away. Alexander signals for a fair catch, makes it at the 41-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the 49ers. Well, I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to have to handle any of those punts the way they're coming down and then win. Timeout on the field. A look at the scoreboard shows the Packers 20, the 49ers 14.
Let's drop in on Kermit Alexander, outstanding cornerback for the San Francisco 49ers. Kermit, I think that everyone talks about the quarterback and how he's in the spotlight, but I think that in recent years, probably the cornerback has become spotlighted as much for the pro football fan as a quarterback.
Well, I think the reason for that has been because so many of our fastest athletes have gone into pro football and have become outside receivers. And this is a natural for the fans to watch for because these guys have such tremendous speed and are very agile. So therefore, anybody that they face is on the spot.
Well, now let's take the other aspect of the thing. You know, football isn't all pain. It isn't all problems. Sometimes you get to relax a little bit. What do you do to make yourself look handsome?
Well, after I shower and shave and get dressed, I think the last and most important thing is hair grooming. And
with Tucker and Daniels behind him, Brody has it 1st and 10 at the 41. McNeil flanked to the near side. John, long count, fakes to Daniels, back to pass. The rush almost falls down, throws out here for Tucker. He's there! Touchdown 49ers! Brody slipped and fell as he got away from Willie Davis. He got to his feet, threw a perfect strike to Tucker, who was open. Tucker scores his 2nd touchdown. The 49ers have tied it. A 41-yard scoring pass from Brody to Tucker. Tommy Davis will try for the extra point that can put the 49ers in front. Myra to hold. Placed down. Kick. It is good. And look at the scoreboard with 10:25 remaining. The 49ers 21, the Packers 20.
Mosley is starting center. You're right in the middle of things, and I imagine there's some funny incidents that occur out there on the field. Can you think back and name one funny one that happened?
Well, it wasn't really funny. It was downright embarrassing, and that was the time that I was supposed to send the ball to John Brody on a certain count, and I missed the count, and John pulled away, and then I tried to reach the ball back to him, and the ball shot straight up in the air. And when the ball came down, Brazy from the Baltimore Colts grabbed it and ran it 6 yards for a touchdown.
Well, Bose, after a game, I guess you're hot and tired, so you have a shower and shave. Say, I understand you use Vitalis on your hair. Why Vitalis?
Well, when I come back to the locker room, I know I have it sitting there. It's not greasy. It's not sticky. I put it in my hands and rub through my hair. And it seems to do the trick. Very light.
And that was Bruce Bosley, center for the 49ers, for Vitalis.
Tommy Davis will kick. Travis Williams and Herb Adderley, the deep men. Williams back at the goal line. Adderley is up at the 8-yard line. Here's Tommy's kick. It is high and into the end zone. Williams will not try to run it out. The ball will be placed at the 20-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Green Bay at its own 20. Bradkowski back in there, quarterback again. Starr, quarterback, the first part of the ball game, but he has been bothered with a bad arm and might be bothering him again now. So Bradkowski's in there. Carroldale flanked to the far side. Dowler split the near side. The give is to Grabowski. Breaks through a hole, goes to the 26-yard line before Beard and Wilcox get him there. And Phillips comes out to help out almost to the 27, almost a 7-yard gain. 2nd down, a little over 3. 49ers 21, the Packers 20. 9 minutes, 55 seconds remaining to play. Dowler wide to the near side, Dale to the far side. 2nd and about 3.5 for the Packers. Back to pass, Bradkowski throws to the sideline, completes it to Carroldale, driven out of bounds by Johnson at the 32-yard line. It's good for a 1st down. We'll pause for station identification on West Radio Network. Today's attendance, 47,218, and they're watching a whale of a ball game here. 1st and 10. Bradkowski back to pass.
The 49er defense is just playing fine football. They're not doing anything fancy. They're playing their basic defense, the 4-3 with the checkerboard, and bowing a little bit, depending on down and distance on the field. They're charging straight ahead. Kevin Hardy, one time when he first went in the ball game to replace Charlie Kruger, Jerry Kramer, he was playing over Jerry Kramer, who plays offensive right guard for the Green Bay Packers. Kevin Hardy charged, kind of submarine, put his head down, and of course the experienced lineman that Jerry Kramer is, he just kind of put his head on top of Kevin Hardy and rode him right into the ground, made a very easy job for Jerry Kramer. Now, Kevin Hardy has got his head up, and he's just using his brute strength going straight into Jerry Kramer, pushing him back into and blocking up the pocket. And the same with Roland Lakes. He's doing the same thing. The defensive ends of Belk and Heineman, they're not swinging wide. They're going right through their tackles, trying to maintain them, pushing them back to close the pocket up for Zeke Bradkowski to throw, and they're doing a fine job in containing them.
3rd down and 15 for the Packers from their own 27. Carroldale flanks out to the near side. Claudius James is in there now as the right end. Back to pass goes Bradkowski. He's rushed. He's in trouble. Down he goes. Roland Lakes hit him, and Kevin Hardy and Bill Belt, the 3 of them in there to throw him for a loss. Back at the 17-yard line.
Now this time on defense, they're doing a great job of changing up. They have put the loop pattern on, where Belk took the inside, Lakes took the outside, Kevin Hardy took the outside move with Stan Hyman looping around and coming up the middle along with Belk. Actually what they're doing is just changing position, looping and fouling up the pass protection for the offensive front line.
Donnie Anderson to do the punting, standing at about his own 5 to get the kick away. Gets a good one away. Fuller waiting for it. Signals for a fair catch and makes the catch at the 48-yard line. Fuller was thinking, and that's where you get in trouble. He was thinking about maybe trying to run that one back. But at the last second, he put up his hand, signaled for a fair catch, And Leo Carroll tripped over him, but there's no penalty call on it. And it'll be 1st and 10, the 49ers at their own 48-yard line. It was a good kick by Anderson. Mosley over the ball as Brody has Tucker and Clem Daniels in the backfield. That has been the backfield that's been operating great here in the second half. McNeil slotted inside of John David Crow. Brody, long count back to pass he goes. He steps up. He throws out here. Daniels makes the catch, goes out of bounds at about the 36-yard line, maybe the 35 of the Packers.
What they're doing, John Brody in the second half, or in the two series that they scored, he's starting to throw to his back, swinging out of the backfield. Clem Daniels was the left halfback on this last play, where he swung tight around his own left end, went about 10 yards down the field, and broke off to a sideline. From a halfback position, swinging wide would be a sideline pattern like McNeil spread out wide. And he's throwing a lot to his back. Both Tucker scores were swinging from the right halfback position out.
A give now to Tucker, trying to find a hole. Jumps over man, is going to be thrown back for a loss as Dave Robinson has him, and Robinson throws him all the way back to the 43. That time as Tucker tried to find a hole, Clem Daniels leading the blocking in there, and Tucker sort of tripped over Daniels, then couldn't get to the outside. He's thrown back to the 39-yard line, a 4-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 14. Corner linebacker Dave Robinson getting a hold of him to throw him for the loss. It's 2nd and 14 situation. 7:35 remaining in the game. The clock moving. The 49ers lead 21-20. Daniels and Tucker, the backs behind Brody, with McNeil split to the near side and Witcher flanked to the far side. Brody gives to Daniels on a sweep, trying to get the guards to turn up. They don't, and Daniels is really undressed by Willie Wood. A fumble, but it was after the whistle had blown as he gets to about the 37. You might explain this, that the guards are just not turning up soon enough, it appears, to let the back make that cut.
Well, of course, this is a sweep to the left. The guard should turn up quicker so that the back can use them to set up his blocks. The responsibility on a sweep to the left is Collette to kick out on the cornerback coming up, Howard Mudd kicking on the next man, turning up quickly. But they're not turning up quick enough for the back to take advantage of it. They're just running him to the sideline.
3rd and about 11 for the 49ers. And now somebody moves. Penalty flags are dropped. And let's see what the call will be. It looked like the 49ers line moved and drew the Packers offside. Probably be an illegal procedure penalty against the 49ers. That's what it is. Moves it back to the 42. So they have 3rd down at about 16. Windsor goes in replacing John David Crow. 3rd and about 16 from the 42-yard line. So now they have to at least hit on some kind of a pass to get within field goal range, even if they don't pick up the 1st down. Brody trying to get them going here. It's 3rd down and the 16 from the 42 of the Packers. John is back. Hands on a draw to Tucker. Finds a little hole. Tries to get to the outside. Big chase. Goes to the 35. Booms down to the 30-yard line. Tucker really running for yardage that time as he pulled men with him. The ball will be placed at the 30, and Tommy Davis will go in to try for a field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. So it will be George Myra to hold. The wind at Davis's back. Tommy's missed 2 so far today. He's trying. This is the shortest one he's tried. Myra placed the ball down. Here's the kick. It's long enough. It's good. Davis kicks the 37-yarder. And the 49ers take a 24-20 lead. Next week, the 49ers here at Kezar against the Minnesota Vikings. Hope you can make it and be here to watch the 49ers and the Vikings. And for those of you people out along the network line who can't make it, our broadcast time will be 12:40. From Kezar, the Vikings and the 49ers. A reminder, 100% greaseless Vitalis is now available in a concentrate form, too. Both keep your hair neat without grease. Hugh?
Well, the 49ers have certainly done a fine job in this 4th quarter, coming back to go ahead of the Green Bay Packers. It appears that the 49er defense has been improving on each play. The offense is still having a little bit of trouble. They can't get the running game going. They just can't seem to do anything with it. This last play by Tucker on a draw pattern was the only real good running game that they've been able to put together this afternoon. They've relied completely on John Brody's arm and throwing the ball, and of course he's been doing a real good job up to this point. He's been throwing this short sideline pattern to McNeil that's kind of had us scary a little bit here in the press box on Herb Adderley's side, which Herb Adderley loves those sideline patterns. He loves the quarterback to throw them to their favorite receivers for just one opportunity to come up and pick it off.
Tommy Davis to kick. Williams and Adderley waiting deep. Davis kicks it off the side of his foot, and it stays in bounds, however. Bounds down to the 4-yard line, bounds down to the 2. Williams gets it, fumbles. He falls on it at the 4-yard line. Williams was having a terrible time. I tell you, when things go right for you, they really go right. Tommy Davis kicked the ball off the side of his foot. It looked like one of Chuck Feeney's chip shots. It squibbed around, rolled down, where Travis Williams tried to pick it up at about the 1-yard line. He fumbled it again, managed to get it, fell on it at the 4. It's 1st and 10 for the Packers at their own 4-yard line. And Bratkowski at quarterback with Grabowski and Donnie Anderson, the backs behind him. Dale out to the far side, Dowler to the near side. Bratkowski to Anderson, tries to get to the outside. Grabbed as he crosses the 5 to the 6 by Wilcox. Stopping him as he got to the 6-yard line for a 2-yard gain. It'll be a 2nd and 8 situation. 4 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the game. 24-20. The 49ers lead the Packers. Clock is moving. Packers have used one of their timeouts. They have 2 left. Now Carroll Dale comes out wide to the near side. Alexander to cover him. Dowler to the far side. Bratkowski sets the line. And somebody jumps off sides. Either the Packers or the 49ers. We'll have to wait to see who the call's going to be on. They moved, and penalty flags went all over the place. I think it might be against the Packers. At least that's what the 49ers are calling it. Now the Packers say it's against the 49ers. As yet, the official hasn't called it yet. Bratkowski is injured. Bratkowski is being helped off the field. The penalty is against the Packers. Moves the ball back to the 3. Bratkowski is helped to the sideline. And they don't have a quarterback in there now. And now, Bill Stevens is coming in. Bill Stevens, the star, was injured earlier. Bratkowski's shaken up now. And Bill Stevens goes in to do the quarterbacking. He is a rookie from University of Texas at El Paso. 6'3", 195-pounder. So Bill Stevens in there. The ball is moved back to the 3. We're at 2nd down and 11 for Green Bay. Stevens, long count. Stevens back in his end zone to pass. He's looking. He throws out here, incomplete, intended for Donnie Anderson. That ball almost hit the goal post as he threw it.
Well, this is a very bad pass pattern call in the position they are on the field. They're on the right markers in the center of the field, on the right side of the center of the field, the markers, and he is throwing through the goalpost to his receiver, and he was also looking into the sun, so it's a very bad pass pattern to call in the position that they are on the field.
Might be the only one he knows. He's a rookie. Bucky Pope has come in to replace the tight end, Marv Fleming. Now Dale comes out to the near side, Pope to the far side. Stevens at quarterback. 3rd down. The ball at the Packer 3. Long count. Stevens back to pass. He has time. He's hit. The ball is batted up in the air. Incomplete. As the front 4 of the 49ers charged through, and somebody got an arm up there to bat that ball away. It'll be 4th down, and the Packers do not have much room in which to punt. The ball is at the 3-yard line. So they don't have the exact distance to get the punt away here. Anderson will stand right at the end line. Now, the only thing about if you put the rush on here, you have to be very careful of not running into that kicker if you don't block the punt. Alexander and Fuller, the deep men. There's the kick. It almost hit the goalpost. He kicked it through the goalpost. Alexander makes the catch at the 30 and goes to the 28-yard line. Kermit Alexander tackled by Travis Williams as he carried it to the 28. First and 10, the 49ers. 4:05 remaining. They lead 24-20.
That was very dangerous what Kermit Alexander did. He definitely should have given a free catch and not try to run it. Give the Green Bay Packers an opportunity to recover a fumble or to get that ball again. That was one time Kermit should have given the free catch. It worked out fine, so everything's fine.
The ball at the 27. It's Willard and Clem Daniels in there. The give to Willard. Tries to cut back, get a little yardage, goes to the 25-yard line for about 2 yards. Willie Davis makes the tackle on him. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock moving with 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining to play. I don't know if the 49ers will put the ball in the air or not here. They have the ball squarely in the center of the field. They might be just trying now to go for a field goal, to set it up for the field goal. It could give them a 7-point margin over the Packers, although a Packer touchdown could still tie it up. McNeil flanked to the near side. Witcher split left. Brody gives to Willard. Finds a little hole, not much. Goes for possibly 3 yards, down to about the 22. It'll be a 3rd down situation. He goes just inside the 23. It'll be 3rd down and about 5 yards to go. Windsor coming in to replace John David Crow. The clock moving with 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Still going. Long huddle. The 49ers trying to use as much time as they can. Now McNeil flanks to the near side. Brody sends Witcher split to the left, taking a lot of time here. John, back to pass. He looks. He looks again. He's running out to the near side. Has room. The 20, the 15, and out of bounds he goes for the 1st down at the 13-yard line. So Brody goes for the 1st down. First and 10 for the 49ers as Brody saw all the room in the world to the right side and gets the 1st down for the 49ers with 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. 49ers lead 24-20. Witcher splits to the left. McNeil flanks to the near side. Daniels and Willard, the backs behind Brody. John to Willard. No hole. He's grabbed and wrestled backwards as he's hit by Dave Robinson, thrown backwards. And it was also not Robinson who hit him first. The first man to get to him was Fred Carr. Lewis goes in replacing Daniels now. It'll be 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10. There's timeout taken on the field for the 2-minute warning to both benches. 49ers meet the Minnesota Vikings here next week. The Vikings, who lost today to the Rams, and the Vikings and Packers fighting for that Central Division championship. We'll give you some ticket locations. The 49er ticket office, of course, at 1255 Post Street. Byron Shoes at 2526 Mission Street and 20 Stonestown. Guido Rossini at 560 Broadway. Land Brothers at 725 Market Street. And Bob St. Clair at 3910 24th Street. In Oakland, Abe Rose box office, 19th and Franklin. Sherman and Clay at 2135 Broadway. John Thomas Liquors, 5526 Grove Street. In San Rafael, Taveglia and Brusati at 1344th Street. Saratoga, the Argonaut Bottle Shop at 12948 Saratoga. In Campbell, Billy Wilson's Bottle Shop at 1700 South Bascom. San Jose, Almaden Bottle Shop, 6475 Almaden Road. Paul's Jewelers at 72 South 1st Street. Santa Clara Liquors at 1291 Franklin Street. Chicago Bears, by winning today, have moved their record to an even 500, have tied Minnesota for the Central Division lead. Brody with a 2nd and 10 situation. McNeil flanked the near side. Witcher split left. The give is to Willard. He drives across the 10, wrestles his way down to about the 8-yard line and maybe the 7. Tackled by Jordan and Davis. The ball will be put inside the 8, so it'll be third down. And about 4 yards to go. It's just outside the 7-yard line. Third down, about 4. The clock moving with 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining. Now McNeil flanks out wide to the left. And Witcher is split to the near side. Brody gives to Willard, trying for the first down, is not going to get it. He stopped at the 6-yard line. He went out to the right. Nitschke made the tackle on him at the 6. And let's see if the 49ers are going to go for the field goal. They will. They send in the field goal kicking team as Tommy Davis will come in. So with the ball at the 6, the Packers ask for a timeout. And Tommy Davis will try for the field goal here that would give the 49ers a 7-point lead with just 56 seconds remaining in the game. 100% greaseless Vitalis is now available in the concentrate form, too. Both keep your hair neat without grease. Give you some more of those ticket locations elsewhere on the peninsula at Mountain View, Les Boatwright's Farmhouse Restaurant at 2026 El Camino Real. San Mateo Byron Shoes at 101 East 4th Street. Tommy Davis will try from an angle from the near side. Myra to hold at the 13-yard line. Placed out by Myra. Kicked, and it's good. So the 49ers have a 27-20 lead over the Packers with 53 seconds remaining. Hugh?
It was a real fine effort. The 49ers on this last series, when they got the ball, they tried to keep the ball in the center of the field as much as possible, eat up as much of the clock, because they had about almost 4 minutes to eat up. And going something like 28 to 30 yards, they ate up a good 3 minutes on the clock, and which has paid off. And now, of course, all the Green Bay Packers can possibly get out of this ball game with 53 seconds left is a tie. The secret now is for Tommy Davis to keep it away from Travis Williams or Herb Adderley, kick it away from or kick it out of the end zone so that they don't have an opportunity to get a good run back at this time of the game. It is quite natural for the kicking team of the 49ers to have a little bit of a mental letdown. They feel they have the game on ice, but with the Green Bay Packers, you can never feel that way.
Tommy Davis to kick. He kicked a squibber that bounced down, fouled around, picked up by lineman Gillingham, and then he laterals the ball off, and it's Travis Williams, or Adderley. It's Herb Adderley who came up with it finally, moved the ball to the 22. It was Adderley who got the ball. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Packers. They line up without a huddle. Claudius James flanks out to the near side. Bratkowski back in there at quarterback. Clock moving with 40 seconds remaining. Back to pass goes Bratkowski. Looks, throws over the middle, completes it to James. James is tackled as he gets to the 42-yard line of the Packers. I don't know. The Packers may not have another timeout left. Now they ask for it. This will have to be their last timeout. That should be their last one, definitely. They called for 2 earlier. They have it 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line with 32 seconds remaining. Other ticket locations where you can purchase tickets for next week's 49er game with the Minnesota Vikings. In Concord, Diablo Sports Center to 1841 Willow Pass Road, Pittsburgh, Cal Palos to Railroad Avenue, Stockton, the College Pharmacy, 2353 Pacific Avenue, Sacramento, Christie's Restaurant, 20th and K Street. The 49ers put in a couple of extra halfbacks now. Fuller and White go into the 49er defense. They have only 3 linemen, Kruger, Belk, and Heineman. They have Wilcox and Beard as linebackers. Then they have White, Phillips, Randolph, Johnson, Alexander, and Fuller. So they're sort of up to their shoulder blades and defensive backs. Bratkowski straight back to pass. He throws over the middle. It is incomplete. Intended for Dowler, and Wilcox came over there to necktie Dowler. The pass was thrown behind him. It will be 2nd and 10. The clock stopped with 27 seconds.
49ers are in a prevent defense with only 27 seconds left in the ball game. And the three deep men, Johnson, Kermit Alexander, and Fuller, playing the free safety in the middle. And actually Kermit Alexander and Johnson are actually playing the deep sideline areas, playing an area, and that's all.
Back to pass goes Bratkowski. He throws over the middle. It is caught by Carroll Dale at the 35-yard line. And Alexander comes up with it, starts to run with the ball, claiming that he'd taken it away from Dale, but the Packers will have the ball. And now timeout is called by the officials. Kevin Hardy goes into the 49er defense now. The 49ers have got too many guys. Nobody's getting off the field, and there are too many men on the field. Back to pass. It's batted away by Kevin Hardy. As Bratkowski tried to throw, I don't see a penalty marker. Now there is one. 49ers had too many men on the field. As Hardy came in, they couldn't get Johnny Wood to get off the field.
If Kermit Alexander hadn't got up and tried to run with that ball, the clock would have continued to run. Therefore, the officials had to stop the clock to give an opportunity to get the ball back into play.
Packers have it at the 30-yard line. Now Fuller comes out. It is at the 49ers' 30-yard line, a 5-yard penalty for too many men on the field. 6 seconds remaining. The Packers did not have a timeout, but they get the timeout on the penalty. Now Chuck Mercine comes in, replacing Grabowski. The Packers trying to come back here with 4 seconds unofficially left now. It shows 4 seconds on the scoreboard clock. Mercine and Anderson, the backs behind Bratkowski. Straight back to pass he goes. They rush him. He throws over the middle. It is incomplete. And there's no time showing. And there's the gun.